Hi, I'm Chef Gail Sokol and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are doing a mixing method series, and today is the third of the series. We're going to be discussing reverse creaming method because when we make cakes or cookies and certain baked goods, we read through the recipe and we really don't understand what that recipe is doing and what that combination of ingredients really means and why they're doing it. So I'm here to sort of explain it to you all. But before we get started, I want you to click the notification button so you can see all my videos and tips. So reverse creaming is also known as the two-stage method, and it won't come out and tell you in a recipe. It usually is for a recipe that is very tender. It's usually a cake. It's usually super, super fine crumb, and usually all the sugar and the flour and the chemical leaveners like baking powder, baking soda, salt are all in the bowl, in the mixing bowl first. You move them around with the paddle, so you always use the paddle, and then you soften your fat. It's usually a solid fat that's softened, and you're going to put the butter right in with all the dry ingredients. And that's different than the first method we did, which was the creaming method of mixing. You'll have to look out for that video. But the reverse creaming does it in reverse. So instead of creaming the sugar and the butter in the beginning, you're actually adding the softened butter into the dry ingredients. And that's where your flour is. Flour is usually from the wheat plant and has gluten-forming proteins. And when you coat those proteins with fat, they really can't form a tight structure. So you end up with a more tender cake that literally will fall apart. It's spectacular. So you will put the butter, the softened butter, in with your dry ingredients, sort of let it get all, blob together. It'll almost look like crumbs. And then you add your liquid ingredients, be they milk and eggs, buttermilk, whatever it is. You will add it in two stages. So you'll pour it in, you'll have your paddle going on low speed. You might mix, stop the machine and put your rubber spatula around to get everything scraped down from the sides, and then you'll add your liquid ingredients. Again, the rest of them. So you'll add them in two stages, hence the name two-stage method or reverse creaming. Gets the most tender cake. So read your recipe to see exactly what it's asking you to do so you know to get the most tender baked good ever. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned a lot. Till next time.